Yeah, the green coffee fuelers are just they're so subtle and light and refreshing, and they've got all the same amount of coffee, or the same amount of caffeine as coffee. It's hard not to guzzle them. What the fuck? Chunk of soil. Don't soil yourself. Neat. Game's got jokes. Awesome. Not bad. I have the orange guava mango and dark chocolate raspberry on the way. I wonder if I have the orange guava mango. That one sounds dope as shit. I want to try all the green coffee fuelers, which is ironic because those are the ones I thought I would like the least. Yo, Wednesday, that's super exciting. That's some real grown-up shit right there. Congratulations on the new mattress. I was super happy. When Champion did us a solid and bought us a king-size mattress. That was the first new mattress I had, I think since Grayson was born. Ugh, the recharge time on that's terrible. But I do love free spells. This may help people IT update a house had issues installing it on Firefox with the referral link, so you can use the link through Chrome and install it, then set up the account afterwards. The install is just the normal one from Firefox extensions and log in to make sure it's tied to Taffy. I was able to fight it enough that it did, that somehow it did download in private browsing Firefox, but already had completed the workaround through Chrome. Ta-da! Hopefully that was helpful. I read the whole thing. Technology! Ta-da! I've got one episode left of 1899. Amber and I are not 100% certain how we feel about that show, but we've invested enough time that we're going to go ahead and finish it. There was one moment when a character on that show seems to die and then very mysteriously reappear. And they're a character who doesn't speak very much. And when they mysteriously reappeared, that was like the big cliffhanger ending for one of the episodes. And I just turned and looked at Amber and went, ta-da! And she and I were cracking up over it. And I've just had that stuck in my head ever since. That show is I genuinely, it just depends on how it does or doesn't stick the landing. I can't tell if I like or resent that show. I've heard that Dark is very good. I've also heard that this show is no Dark. But I've heard, oh, I think my man's just stuck in there, huh? I've heard that people are tuning into this because they like Dark so much. And I love the premise for this. I just have no idea whether or not I don't know whether or not I'm going to consider myself having enjoyed this show until I see whether or not they bumble the landing on it. I want to like 1899, but man, oh man. It has been a book report of a TV show. It has been a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, like, from what I can tell, when I say stick the landing, it sounds like it leaves some ambiguity because they're working under the assumption that there will be a season 2. I don't mind that. But whatever they pull together for season 2 of Dark, if there is one, like, season 1 needs to put in some real heavy lifting to make me want to come back to season 2. Ozark is fucking spectacular. I liked Ozark from start to finish. It was on for such a long time that it did reach the point where it needed to end or risk jumping the shark. But that said, I'm on fire. That said, I could have watched the exploits of Wendy and Marty Bird for quite some time to come. Yeah, I fucking adored Ozark. There's just something about watching Jason Bateman be conniving and scheming that I could do all day. Oh my god, so many frogs. Too many frogs, too many frogs, too many frogs. Get down there. There we go. Yeah, Ozark's wrapped up. They got Ozark all the way to the finish line. I think the most recent thing that didn't get a finish was Westworld. I'm kind of okay with it. I couldn't move because I'm covered in oil. That is an unrealistic amount of bullshit in that guy's body. Yeah, Westworld Season 1 is among my favorite seasons of television in existence. I mean, we crack an awful lot of jokes about fuckable robots being the only reason I watched it, but it really, as far as mindfuck seasons of television go, it is top notch. I'm getting my ass kicked on this run. But man, did it ever fall off and become like, season 4 was okay. Season 2 was a noticeable dip in quality, and season 3 was almost unwatchable, I thought. Once they took it out of the park, yeah, once they took the show out of the park, it just kind of, Amber and I both agreed that once it actually left the theme park, we were just kind of like, well, whatever. God, and they didn't do any promotion for Westworld Season 4. That shit was on for 3 episodes before I knew it was on, and I have access to HBO. I had no clue Westworld Season 4 was going until it was like 2 or 3 episodes in. Mud, 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 mud. Mud, 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 mud. Mud, mud, mud. Putting out your fire. Mud, 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 mud. Yeah, the ensemble cast in Westworld was great. The actors I could watch act all day long. But man, that storyline got garbled. Alright, Cyberkai, sounds good. Nice, Joda Nikki. That's exciting. Like I said, I was too stubborn to let that fail. I wanted that for us so bad. I couldn't stand idly by and let us live in a world where we didn't have plushies. I don't know what's over there, but I want to. Oh no, it's a big fuck off frog. The worst kind of frog. Oh, I got him. Oh, there's two of them over there. Well, bud, I got a whole bunch of extras. They won't get here until February, but when they do, if you want to put yourself in the running for like a giveaway or something, I got a bunch of extras that I'm gonna sell to, you know, people who didn't know that, like, weren't here, or just didn't know that there were plushies for sale. And I'm sure I'll just give a bunch of them away. Like I said, these things were never about... My merchandise is never about making money. I make almost no money on merchandise. Almost no streamers I know make money off of merchandise. I'm sure some of the bigger ones do, but... Frost probably would make money off of merchandise. That guy's a money printing machine. I fucking live in just crazy awe of that guy. There are not many people in this game with audiences like ours who just run fucking circles around me when it comes time to cash a check. But otherwise, me, Justin, Brizzy, Bree, Smashley, none of us are making money off of our merchandise, not notably. So yeah, when it came time to do the plushies, that was and always has been 100% just me going, damn, plushies would be cool as shit. So I'm gonna try to make sure they end up in as many hands as humanly possible, and I'm gonna try not to lose a ridiculous amount of money in the interim. But yeah, the point of these things certainly was not to make me money. But you don't have to do that. Thank you for the 5 gifties, my guy. Spitfire, Animaha, Cascanoidus, Teely, and Tagathan. Recipients of 5 gifties from Bud. Bud, thank you so much, dude. Ah. Scary. But again, thank you so much. Very much appreciate it. That's where I make my money, is the goodwill generated by not being a money... Well, don't get it twisted, I'm a money-hungry fucker. I am absolutely a money-hungry fuckstick. But not when it comes to like, oh man, I'm gonna get them to buy shirts, and I'm gonna get them to buy plushies, and then I'm gonna do a, you know. It's like when I waited tables. You know, I show up and I do the work, and I just trust that if I take pride in my craftsmanship, and I actually care and listen to people, that the money part of it sort of resolves itself. Yeah, El Pablo, we were talking about that just a little bit earlier. I was saying that the ones that I buy to give away or to resell to people who are, you know, able to buy them back from me at cost, I'll write off as advertising and marketing. And the ones that I sent to St. Jude, I'll try to write off as a charitable contribution. We'll just kind of see where that lands me. I mean, it's not untrue. I am sending, with no expectation of anything in return, 20 plush animals, stuffed animals, to a hospital for sick kids. A non-profit hospital for sick kids, so I hope that that counts as a charitable contribution. But if there's any sort of like weird hang up, then, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Just so happened to get paid 2 days after the end of the plushie, so I'll gift some subs. That's kind of you. I appreciate it. Check back with me in February, and I'll see what I can do about putting one of these plushies in your hand. 100% I bought these just so I could have them for when the time came, so that anybody who felt like they had missed out could get a second lease on life with it, for sure. And to push it over 200. Like, it was doubly, it served two purposes. It helped us get funded, but it also meant that when it did get funded, I had extras for people who missed out. Kiba says, thank you again to you and all the other high rollers who offered to help people who couldn't afford to buy the child. I mean, you know, that's kind of... I knew that going in, that's kind of what the structure of our channel dynamic is. The only reason that I do as well financially as I do is because we have a bunch of high rollers who basically just will me into a different tax bracket. And that's been true for years and years and years. I've done well enough over the last couple of years that I can stand to, you know, like with St. Jude. The last couple of years, Amber and I have given thousands of dollars to St. Jude. Because in years past I couldn't, but now, yeah, I can. Maybe not thousands of dollars every single year, but over the last couple of years I 100% could afford to give money to St. Jude. So, you know, I was saying this the other day, I'm just kind of in a spot where I want to make sure that I make some effort to give back and not just fucking constantly take. I don't ever want to reach a spot where people go, man, I feel like I'm done giving to Taffy. I don't want anyone to ever reach a spot where they're just like, fuck me, oh no. I don't want anyone to reach a spot where they're just like, man, I feel kind of over giving this fucking asshole money. This guy is worse than my kids. He's a Hoover vacuum just sucking up all my cash and giving me very little in return to show for it. 100% be hitting you up in the future for a plush. Hit me up in February. If you hit me up between now and February, all you're doing is asking me if I could forget or misplace your contact info. Hit me up when they physically show up at my house, and that I'll do my best to get them out there. Yeah, don't hit me up before. That just gives me an opportunity to lose your shit. Just hit over 500k channel points, halfway to the coveted highlighted message, and 20th of the way towards being worthy. Things will be easier financially once my wife finishes school. I plan on paying back all that goodwill at that time. I don't know. Like, if you decide to do that, that's awesome. We've had a handful of people. Do you guys remember when Taz, who was the first gifted sub ever on this channel, and he popped the fuck off. Taz had some good fortune and came back and goes, hey, I was the first ever gifted sub on this channel, so guess what? And then he came in and did like 100 gifties a day for 3 days straight. So, like, you know, it's pleasant when that happens, but I try very hard not to do nice things. I try not to do, like, things out of goodwill with the anticipation that it's somehow going to come back to me or something like that. I feel like if Mom Taffy were in chat and she saw me doing stuff and it was very clear that I was going like, hey everybody, I'm doing a good thing. I'm doing a good thing. Reward me for being such a nice person. That she'd cringe and book a flight to Richmond to slap the fucking taste out of my mouth. She'd hit me with a Bible, you know? Like a very special sort of like, Jesus sees what you're doing, thwap! And just knock me to the ground with it. So, you know, in the future, Kiba, if you find yourself wanting to showboat or whatever, then by all means, don't let me stop you. But that is absolutely 100% not why I'm trying to help out, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's the streamer version of good boy points for incels, exactly. Exactly. Oh, I held the door open for her. That's worth at least a hand job.
Look at you, Stanley. Flaunting your disposable income with that donation to Taffy.
Just like that, it works every time, these suckers. Lisa Tips 5 says you're doing a good thing, here's a reward. Oh, that's not why I do it. We're so fucking stupid. Oh boy. Lisa, thank you for the $5. Would she hit you with the oversized family Bible? She's not trying to kill me, she's just trying to teach me a lesson. The oversized family Bible is what you hit like a home intruder with. She's not trying to send me to Jesus, she's just trying to teach me about what he wants from me. You're like me, Taffy, I do things because I want to do them. I'm not a mercenary person. I mean, like, if I was gonna say it, like, if I was gonna identify a selfish motivation for doing that kind of stuff, it's that honestly, I just feel fucking really good when I do that kind of shit, you know? Like, yeah, I like helping people. Like, I gave to food pantries, you know, like every year Amber and I try to give to food pantries, especially since COVID hit. Because food means so much to me, and especially, like, we gave to a local charity that focused on making sure people who were working in restaurants were eating. That they didn't fucking go hungry because COVID shut down the hospitality industry for like 2 years. And some of those places didn't reopen. So we found a local charity that got food into the hands of like waiters and bartenders. Made sure that they didn't fucking starve. We gave to the local food pantry because just food just means the world to me. Yeah, we give to St. Jude. And we do those things because, like, I like to help. I like the feeling that it gives me, you know? I like the way it's self-serving in the fact that it makes me feel good inside. Maybe it makes me feel less guilty about having all this, like, success that I don't feel like I've earned. It assuages the guilt of success, I suppose. So there is a self-serving benefit to trying to be, like, nice to people, is that it does make me feel, I like the way it makes me feel. But if that's the worst thing that comes out of it, right? If that's the most narcissistic thing about it, is that, like, I like helping people because I like seeing people happy, and then I like the way that that in turn makes me feel. You know, I don't think that's a damnable sin. I'd prefer, honestly, if more people engaged in being kind just because it made them feel good, if for no other reason. If all the people on the planet were just being nice to each other for that exact reason, I could get over the fact that it was, like, moderately self-serving. Yeah, it also filled up the empty slot, so caveman brain now happy. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. Doing nice things is the biggest dopamine hit. I'll take that over a return on investment. Yeah, it really does. It feels... What's funny is that, like... I don't know. Like, I don't want to dog too much on religion, but, like... I was forced... Not forced. I don't know. I was kind of marched in as a kid to do, like... churchy things at church. You know, hey, as a church group, we're gonna go and do X, Y, Z. And I always kind of felt like I was being tasked with it as like a chore. Nowadays, I elect to do it because I want to, and that just hits way different. feels like it hits so much different when I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out a way to help folk. I want to read this, but I don't want to die doing it. I'm a mercenary person. I'll 100% do things for a price, but I still do things I want to do without compensation. Yeah, honestly. I don't do anything I don't want to do. Not really. Going to the gym, I guess. But generally speaking, even that's for a narcissistic reason. Fuck health. I can give a shit about health. I just want to look good in tucked in shirts. But generally speaking, good luck trying to get me to do anything I don't want to do. So I want to do these things. But if there is a self-serving reason for doing it, it does feel really good to help. Not to Bill Murray it up from Scrooged, which I also can't wait to watch again this season. But you do feel a little bit like Bill Murray at the end of Scrooged. Our son was a preemie. We're big Halloween people, so I plan on giving to St. Jude on behalf of the channel, people helping with subs and helping with Halloween. St. Jude is because my wife knows what it's like to have a lot of health care bills due to one's child being in the hospital, and no one should feel that way. Agreed. Oh, God. Yeah, no, that's, I felt more spiritually moved in Memphis than I ever did in church. Just going down there and seeing people struggle and feeling charged with righteous purpose to do literally anything you could to help them out. Yeah, corpse is fine. It just needs to be a good-looking corpse. Yeah, Lowly Henchman, I felt like there was a lot of that. If your motivation to be a good person is because you're scared of being punished, if you don't do it, then you may not have been a great person to begin with. Oh, Violent Night. I'm so looking forward to Violent Night. Amber rolls her eyes so hard. I keep telling Amber, I'm just like, I can't wait. Violent... Oh, no. Oh, no. I keep telling Amber that Violent Night is going to join the rotation of Christmas classics in this house. She rolls her eyes so hard it looks like she's going to hurt her neck. But you can't tell me I'm not going to add David Harbour to the rotation as Santa Claus, kicking the living shit out of bad guys and stuffing grenades in them. I refuse. I refuse to give up on that dream. That's a thing I didn't know I needed in my life. Why don't you, fuck off, guy? Just trying to find a safe place to rappel down. Yeah, it looks pretty safe. Let's do that. Oh no, fuck this. I'm out. What is this? Worm meat. Oh, my man killed a worm. I think I'm done with this floor. This dude killed somebody too. Weird. Scared me. It's Tenacious Dave. As you can see, I upgraded. My wife gave birth to our first child, our baby boy Tyler, last Wednesday. He's absolutely the joy of my life, and I cannot describe how I feel right now. Thanks in advance to this community for all the lurking I'll be doing here. Tenacious Dad! Congratulations. That's amazing. I'm glad you feel about it. I'm glad you feel that way about it on the jump. It took me a while. It's a different experience for everybody. I'm envious of people whose hands slide right into that glove, you know? That's amazing. Good for you. It really did. It took me years to warm up to the idea of being a dad, which is weird because I always felt like I was made for it. I always felt like I was destined to be a dad. But it took me a long time. It really was almost until Grayson started talking that it landed on me. Congratulations. Yeah, I'll be here. Lots of sleepless nights ahead. Lots of sleepless nights ahead, but I got you. I was a Make-A-Wish kid. Let me tell you, the amount of love and support you feel when someone helps with medical bills and even the small stuff just brightens up your day. When you're chronically sick is otherworldly, so now I try to do the same. So the guy, the driver, like the idea of being able to build electrical. The driver who ended up getting our St. Jude chair got, you know, I was like, hey, I was happy to set the guy up with a bargain. You know, in my head, that's what I was doing. I was setting my man up with a bargain. I'll move stuff around real quick. I was setting my guy up with a bargain, and then he got kind of emotional talking about how this was an unexpected blessing and a beacon of light in what is a rough time of year for him. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't mean that. I was just happy to not have this thing chilling in my living room for a month. But I'm glad it worked out that way. Yeah, I don't know. He and I got into a conversation standing out by the street, and I basically told him that I have a lot of days where I don't feel deserving of the generosity and kindness of people I've never met before, and that buoyancy essentially keeps my entire life afloat. And how much, because he was kind of going like, I just don't understand sometimes when people do a nice thing for no benefit to themselves. And I was like, my brother in Christ, that's every single day for me. Let me tell you about how aggressively I understand what you were talking about, my dude. Oh, shit. I guess this just could be our bomb wand. I want to put that on there just in case. I don't trust these yet. I don't have fire immunity. Seems fine enough, I guess. I'd love to build an electrical build now that we have electric immunity. I feel like I hear something. Holy shit, that's not bad at all. Back up and let that madness sort itself out for a second. I'm on fire. Ever so briefly. Anyway, not to get all touchy-feely, but I don't know. Christmas spirit hitting early this year, I guess. I pretend not to be a touchy-feely person when I'm absolutely a touchy-feely person. I'm a touchy-feely person, but I'm also a touchy-feely person who's very, like, guarded, I guess. Just gonna back it up. Yeah, ever since we got one-shotted on that hate rock, when I went up and accidentally touched my head to that electrified rail in this game, and I had like 160 health and was just instantly dead. Ever since that's happened, man, electricity is the thing. Much like real life, electricity is the thing that scared me the most in the game. Amber's going, since Amber has a dentist appointment today and isn't going to work, she's going to have lunch with Rory. And it's tempting because he requested Wendy's, which I guess doesn't mean... Wendy's itself is not particularly tempting. But having Amber bring me fast food, which I adore, sounds pretty tempting. That said, I have leftover carbonara. We made butternut squash carbonara for dinner last night that I should probably eat because there's more of it than... There's enough of it that I should probably consider eating that before going and getting fast food. It was pretty good. It was better, like the bites. The bites where you got a little bit of bacon along with the noodles and everything were the best bites. I can't pinpoint exactly what I would do different about it. Next time around. But I do know that the bites where you got a piece of bacon with your bite were by far the best bites of the carbonara. I made some real nasty, not good spinach to go with it. I don't know what I did. I put a lot of butter in there and I sort of pan-fried it. And I did not like the way that spinach came out at all. It is infrequent for me to come to Amber and the boys and apologize for food that I've made, but I did not like the way that spinach came out. I'm on fire. Regarding guarded, I always say there's no such thing as a pessimist, only optimists who are afraid of getting hurt. It's very guarded. I got bad anxiety too, you're gonna be shocked to find that out. I'm constantly, I told Amber, I was like, hey, do you ever get the feeling of just like unadulterated panic all the time? She's like, baby, no. And I was like, nothing big, just like, you ever just worry that a single misstep's gonna lead to you and your entire family living around a burning barrel for warmth? And she was like, no. And I was like, yeah, me neither, me either. Well, how silly would that be? Monica Neo, what's going on? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Happy to have you around. Ow, I caught that one. Hi, wife. Welcome back. How are your teeth?
Perfect.
Surprise, surprise. Fucking kiss ass even in the dentist's office. Fucking teacher's pet. I go in there, I'm the bad boy of dentistry. I go in there and he's like, nothing's right with your teeth. And I'm like, if my teeth are wrong and it's really expensive to fix them, then I don't want to be right. And he's like, well, it's like moderately expensive. And I'm like, fuck. How moderate? He's like, you can afford it, Mr. Big Shot Twitch Stealer. Twitch Stealer, Twitch Streamer. Freudian slip. Sorry, chat. Thanks for the money, dummies. Self-report. Amber and I don't even have kids.
Oh gosh, stop it.
You guys,
hi, friend.
You guys have met Tyson and Dalton, the two best child actors who have never won an award.
Really committed to this role.
It's because we won't let them leave. Yeah, those are just neighborhood kids.
Aw.
It was easy when we were in the old rental place because they just lived in the neighborhood, but now we have to bust them in here every single day. The overhead on the fake kids is out of this world, you wouldn't even believe. So. Ugh. My body is sore. I slept through my alarm this morning, so no morning workout for me, but I'll just have to go this afternoon or evening.
No. You okay?
I'm tired.
Yeah. You got this.
I'm good. Yeah. I had a dream that I was invited to do some sort of like weird on-location tournament with like Co-Carnage. And Noah got me invited to it. And that Co and I actually were getting along pretty well, like waiting to get on the plane.
Yeah.
But then we got on the plane and like he was in super duper first class and I was like damn near in luggage. Like I don't know why this is just now coming back to me. I had a dream that I was invited to do a thing with Co-Carnage and that we were having a really good time like talking to each other, and then we went to go get on the plane and he was like in uber first class and they like damn near loaded me up where the luggage was, and he was just like self-conscious about how like, what's that ticket say? Basic? What does basic even mean? Like, well, everyone else boards, and if there are any seats left, I'd take that seat, and if not, I just stand in the aisle back by the toilet, I guess.
Give you the toilet?
Yeah, and he was just like, all right, well, guess we'll see you. I don't know, Aruba. I have no idea where this thing was supposed to be taking place. I just remember feeling incredibly self-conscious about it, where I was just like, oh. I was like, well, maybe I'll just buy a first class ticket. I was like, how much are they? And they're like, $4,500. And I was like, I'll sit on the John. Don't bother bringing me food or drink. I don't want to touch anything until I get to wherever this event's happening. Maybe I'll just sit on the toilet.
Oh, no.
So, anyway, all that just came rushing back to me. I don't know why. Damn it, Apocalyptic. I haven't thought about Kokomo in a while.
Are you ready for food stuff?
I suppose. Yeah. I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. Carbonara.
Yeah. You'll hit it with a pretty decent shot of salt and pepper.
Is that all? Do you want to eat chili flakes or hot sauce on it, or just...
A little chili flake, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
We're dressing it up.
Oh, okay.
All right, baby.
All right, back in a minute.
Thank you, love. Sweets the Fox says, semi-weekly reminder that I'm happy to see you're still on an extended break from Isaac. We were just talking about it just a little while ago. That, aside from Cobalt, none of us can really name a full-time streamer who is still playing Isaac, like daily Isaac. Anybody that you can think of who is essentially an Isaac streamer, with the exception of Cobalt. And we were saying earlier, Cobalt's viewership and his success is completely unrelated to the game. Like, I'm sure he sees a few more people playing Isaac than he does, like, playing, like, Magic. Alright, you know what? Well, we were just about done with that tunnel, but I guess we're coming in from the top. But yeah, if he's playing any roguelike, if Cobalt's playing any roguelike, then people are gonna show up. Where is all this bullshit, poison coming from? Yeah, I mean, not only is Lars done with Isaac, Lars took an extra step and is... I'm quoting here, or I'm trying to I guess, stick as close to a quote as I can. It's probably a bit of a paraphrase, but I'm trying to quote is that he is eschewing traditional metrics for success. That apparently for a very long time he was very, much like the rest of us, he was very intensely focused on like, well, I'm burnt out on Isaac, but that's what puts asses in seats, and that's what I'm supposed to want. And that was part of the reason that he kept taking big breaks, according to a twitlonger that I read. So ultimately what he said is that he is just going to leave it to fate. And what he's gonna do is just make music and play Magic and play old school RuneScape because those are the things that make him happy. And he's just gonna let the Twitch chips fall where they may. Which I find admirable. I couldn't do it, not with 3 other people depending on me to make a living. But it is admirable for sure. Nobody knows better than me how this job can grind on you if you feel like you're wearing your shoes on the wrong feet every day. Hades brought me here? Fuck, I miss Hades so much. What a delightful game. I think it was Hafu's playing Hades for the first time now. I think I saw that the other day. Wow, there's a lot going on down here.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
I'll just be on fire. It's fine. Not often you find a health upgrade just sitting by the Holy Mountain entrance. Repentance has less than 1,000 viewers for the whole category. You know, it was the undisputed GOAT of the roguelikes on Twitch for a really long time, but it's been a very long time. There are just a lot of Isaac streamers who just
those are bits.
fucking couldn't do it anymore. I don't know how I got here, but I'm Taffy's problem now. Chaos tier 1, 36 month, a gifted sub from Devons. Thank you so much. Austin did 2 good clips. Hell yeah. That would be stellar. That's where I've been sourcing them now, and I'm stubborn and resistant to change. I don't want to watch these. I don't want to watch these here. I want to force you to go look at them on social media. Devious capitalism. Capitalist tricks at their best. Chat, you want to hear something weird? Noah basically twisted my arm to go do a thing with him. And normally that irritates me to the point where I just emotionally close myself off to having any fun whatsoever. But the thing that Noah has twisted my arm and forced me to do next weekend, I'm genuinely looking forward to. Not next weekend, the weekend after next. Dare I say I'm looking forward to spending time with Noah. Can you say what it is? We're going to Busch Gardens Christmas Town. Initially, I wasn't gonna go unless I could take the kids because the idea of going to Christmas Town without the kids makes me feel like a rat bastard dad. But I got permission from Amber to just go and have it be like a Noah's birthday extravaganza. And so Noah's never been to Christmas Town, so we're gonna go to Christmas Town, and apparently there's a speakeasy at Busch Gardens this year. And so we signed up for the Busch Gardens speakeasy. So Noah's never been there. I think it's one of the more beautiful holiday lights displays that I can get to in a day's drive. It's one of the few places on the earth that when I'm there, I'm just like, fuck, I kind of get Christmas now. You know what I mean? Like, ow, good shot. I'm not even mad. I am mad about how far I fucking fell down, though. This guy is my arch nemesis, and now he's dead. Thank you, baby. You want to play for a little bit?
No.
It's called Noita. There's a lot of reading in it. Would you like to read? You like reading?
I will do the reading bit.
Shit, now I gotta find something with reading. And a couple weeks, Noah and Aaron, Austin, who was Noah's best man and the editor for our social media clips, me, and Noah. And we're trying to get Justin to go. Justin gets real wishy-washy about committing to doing stuff that, I mean, like, don't we all? I'm not trying to shit on Justin here, but, like, Justin gets real wishy-washy about being looped into things. He frequently talks himself out of his own plans. So it's not hard.
Much less someone else.
Yeah, much less somebody else's. I get that. I tried to talk myself out of Noah's fucking wedding, okay? Like, it's not that I didn't want to go, I just didn't want to get into the tux. Like, literally, chat had to get, like, low-grade angry with me and be like, you fucking wiener, put on the tux and go to Noah's wedding. And I was like, but I'm streaming, we could just keep playing Isaac together. They're like, there'll be food, fatty. And I'm like, all right, I'll go. You no tuxed wiener? I get a little bite of carbonara while it's still warm. I took the leftover butternut squash, seasoned it up with fall spices, put it on a tray until it got soft in the oven, food processed it, put it together with a couple of egg yolks and a bunch of grated Parmesan cheese, and then stirred that in with pasta water on linguine, sauteed onions, and bacon. Damn, that's a lot of mana. That is not a lot of mana charge.
Alright, baby, I'm around for just a minute and then I'm out again.
Okay. Thank you, baby. It's nice having you back around. Quit your job.
Yeah.
Queen! That's cool. It's dangerous. I'm immune to electricity, not to fire. What's that Yutz up to up there? It was better the next day. The flavors have all had time to like marry overnight. Ah, fucker. Damn, Chad, I may just have to eat that until it's gone. I didn't realize how hungry I was. I gotta find out how long that... Well, shit, Madrina sent me a message. Maybe that message is talking about how long the Cyber Monday deals are going on. Surprise, everyone! Our Cyber Monday deals are extended for one more day. This is your community's last chance to get up to 65% off site-wide, and your last chance to rack up points for our holiday challenge. I ain't involved in that. I ain't involved in their holiday competition. Oh shit. That's not particularly good. That concentrated light one might be a pretty decent room clearer for a while. I don't know if I'm just hungry or if the carbonara got better overnight. I want to say I am pretty chuffed that the boys seem to like the butternut squash carbonara, despite the fact that it was a carbonara made with vegetables. They just seemed happy that it wasn't a tomato-based sauce, and that blows my mind. Tomato-based pastas are easily my favorite pastas. Like marinara and seafood fradiavolo and stuff like that. Parmesan, chicken parm. Chicken parm, you taste so good. The boys just don't like anything they can see tomatoes in. I think tomatoes are dope as shit. There you go. It's a recipe from Sam Hugh. Butternut squash carbonara pasta. The only tweak is I went a little heavier on the salt and pepper than it called for. Salt and pepper to taste. And I added some red pepper flakes. But otherwise, yeah. Butternut squash. I use linguine. Parmesan, bacon, and sage. Not bad. Oh, that's fair. I didn't think about that, B. Perry. If I thought my sons were getting like heartburn or something from tomatoes, then I guess that would make sense. I don't think they do. They just don't prefer it. Yeah, APOC is very autumnal. Very autumnal. Yeah, if I thought my boys were like having, I don't want to say a reaction, but you know what I mean. If I thought my boys were negatively reacting to the acid in the tomato juice, then it would make sense. They have not vocalized that in any stretch of the imagination, you know what I mean? Jesus. That gun is, or that wand is brutal. Oh. Guess I'll move then. But as far as I can tell, the boys are just like, nah, we just don't like tomatoes. They're usually pretty good about saying like, you know, I don't like the texture on that, or that makes me, you know, that makes my stomach upset, or whatever. They just seem to not like tomatoes unless they're in borderline ketchup form. I like Food 52. I would cook out of Food 52's recipe collection more frequently if I was cooking for like me, Noah, and Justin. Or just for Amber. Food 52 stuff is a little too adventurous for me to try to, for like, if the boys were like, no Food 52 for us, like if I showed them something off Food 52 and the boys went no, I'd kind of be like, yeah, I get it. That's a lot. That's a lot for you guys. I have still marched out several Food 52 recipes, but those are the ones that are like clearly not made for kids. I've never liked the uncooked tomato texture. Things like semi-dried tomatoes or cooked processed ones are fine. That's fair. I can see not liking raw tomatoes. I do. I like raw tomatoes very much, but I can see not liking raw tomatoes. It makes sense to me. I can see why you'd be off it. But yeah, like I was saying, the only real thing that my boys have going against them on the only real thing the boys have going against them on like tomatoes is like, or like tomato sauces is not, they don't have anything differentiating. If I do a pasta sauce that has too many tomatoes, they'll say too many tomatoes and they'll basically just turn it down entirely. But they'll eat pizza because there's no identifiable tomatoes in the sauce, it's just a sauce. But if they see so much as a chunk of tomato floating around in a marinara, they lock all up. I had to get on Grayson's case last night because Grayson asked if he could have dessert, and I was like, we've got leftover desserts. We have pumpkin pie, and we have leftover pumpkin roll that we brought home from your grandparents. And I was like, and those things need to be eaten before they go bad. So you can have dessert if you eat leftover pumpkin pie or you eat leftover pumpkin roll. Grayson went for the pumpkin pie. And Rory said, can I have dessert too? And we said, yeah, of course, dude. Same options as your brother, though. And Grayson gets in his ear and goes, whatever you do, don't get the pumpkin pie. It's gross. And I was like, dude, my tiny little brother in Christ, your little brother eats like 9 things. Why, like, why would you poison him against that? Why would you poison him against that before he's even had a chance to try it? He's like, well, I didn't like it. And I said, well, that's fine, my dude. I had a slice of the pumpkin pie, and it's fine. It's not the best pumpkin pie I've ever had, but it's far from the worst. I said, it is not made poorly. You just don't like pumpkin pie, and that's cool. But don't poison your brother against it. Because that's, yet again, that's one more thing off the list of things your brother will eat. That I have to work against now. Is there anything Grayson likes? See, that's the problem, is that Grayson is my adventurous eater. Grayson's the kid who likes sushi. Grayson's the kid who likes seaweed salad. Grayson's the kid who likes, Grayson's the kid who likes,
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
you know, Indian food. Grayson's the kid, like, Rory likes Korean, like, he likes bulgogi and some of the other things that he's found in Korean food. Grayson is my adventurous eater. The thing that kills me is that every once in a blue moon, he'll find something he's not a fan of, and he'll poison it in his brother's brain as well. Yeah, why inoculate your sibling against everything they love? Yeah, Grayson is a much more adventurous... What is this? Auto-aim. Well, that's happening. Yeah, Grayson's a far more adventurous eater than his brother is. But the big... mildly ornery, by the way. Prime Gaming, 33 months. Thank you so much. My big issue with Grayson doing that is that the chili incident, which is actually pretty divisive because, admittedly, I kind of turned food into punishment, which is not a very healthy thing to do, but it was the one time, and I fucking won't lie to you, I needed to send a message about who ran the show in this house because I was getting the kind of pushback during a time where my wife had no fucking hair that I was just like, nope, this ends now. This ends yesterday. I was getting pushback from Rory and Grayson at a time where Amber was staggering through daily routines because she was too stubborn not to do chores after chemo. She made chili in a crock pot with the last of her strength before she fell asleep for a day after chemotherapy and marched it out, and it was totally fine. Good chili. Grayson got a bowl and looked at it, and Rory got a bowl and looked at it. And Rory was in the world of adventurous eating. Like, he had a very experimental phase with food where he was like, holy shit, I want to try everything. And the whole thing kicked off with Rory dipping Scubble. Thank you so much for the raid, man. Rory dipping his spoon into the chili and pulling it up to his face, and Grayson low-key looking across the table and going, like, he didn't do it like that, but like, that's the message he sent, where Rory pulled this spoon up to his mouth and got it like this far away, was about to shovel chili into his face, and he looks over and sees Grayson go, and I put like the first bite in my mouth, and I watched Rory's enthusiasm fade, and he put the spoon down and pushed it away from him like his big brother did to create the united front. And that was the point where I was just like, hey, listen guys, I love you, and I probably will spend the rest of my life, and this has been mostly true since then, I will probably spend the rest of my life trying to be logical and reasonable and as level-headed as I possibly can, admitting that I have a little bit of a temper. But you're gonna eat this fucking chili. You're gonna eat this fucking chili, man.
This is the story of the newest denizen.
If I have to go get a
of the cave.
funnel and tamp it down your throat with a fire poker, you're eating this goddamn chili. I never realized the chili story was made by Amber, who doesn't cook during chemo. Yep. As a part of her desire to retain normalcy, Veryl, she refused to give up the chore routine. She would get chemo, I think, on Tuesday. Tuesday night, she'd be too spent to do anything, but Wednesday morning, she'd be right back at it. She'd be staggering from one marker to the next. But that was part of how she didn't let it affect her, is that she kept herself busy. And so she made crockpot chili off, I mean, it's a recipe, right? It was easy stuff. It's like Noah said, she was sick, food wasn't readily available. I was pulling 16-hour days in the office for the music label and my streams. And they intentionally chose to try to make our lives harder. And I was just like, nah. I don't know what the straw is going to be that breaks the camel's back, but you don't get to put straws on the camel's back to find out. You get to lead this camel very gently to its next marker, and you maybe get water for the camel.
This is the story of the newest denizen.
You maybe see if the camel wants to eat the straw. I don't fucking know what camels eat, but maybe you should go look that up and help us out, but you don't get to put straws on the camel's back. Who Guru, Tier 1, 39 months. But yeah, that whole thing was... I mention all of this again to say, it makes me fucking cranky when Rory, who already is incredibly picky about what he'll eat, like I'll come into the room after I fix dinner and I'll say, hey everybody, except Rory, who I'm sure hates it, how's dinner? And Grayson will be like, it's great. And Amber will be like, it's really good. And Rory will be like, I don't like it. And I'll be like, yeah, dude, that's why I said I don't care what your fucking opinion is. You hate everything I cook. So I just, listen, noted. I knew that before I asked. That's why I didn't ask for the feedback. I already have it. I already have the feedback. You fucking hate it. I got it. But I can't help but, like, when Grayson, like, puts his finger on a scale that's already tilted way against my favor, it's just like, come on, dude. You already see how hard it is for me to feed your fucking brother. Why would you intentionally make it just a degree harder? Who Guru, thank you again. Queep says if that ever happens again, you take it from him. You throw it in a leak-proof postal bag, slap a label on it, and have him walk it to the mailbox. I'm telling you, Queep, I'll feed you. All I need is a heads up enough to know to make a little extra food. You can come. I made this offer to Justin too. Justin just never takes me up on it. I'll make extra food any night that people give me a heads up. I'll set extra plates. Food is my love language. That's how I let the people know I care about them. I love food so much, I'll spoon feed it to Vio so she can't drop it on the floor. Vio, they shared with me that you cut your fucking tongue licking a blade. In Discord last night. And I think my exact response was... this fucking woman, man. And then there were about 30 facepalm emotes put in there. The blade looks soft and covered in ice cream. We making blades that cut tongues now? I can't talk too much shit. One of the first gifts my dad ever gave me. One of the first gifts my dad ever gave me was a Boy Scout pocket knife. And he handed it to me and he goes, now son, I want you to be very careful with that. And I went, Dad, I will. And he goes, maybe you hand that back to me and we try again next year. I immediately opened up this razor sharp knife, dragged my thumb along the blade, looked at my thumb as it just started to bleed all over my hand, kind of did this to him and he goes, hey, you know, maybe we'll wait until you're 9. Like the look of utter disappointment in my father's face. He didn't sigh because it was deeper than that. It was like, you could see that my father was just like, there's no way my genes made something this stupid. Like, I'm not Nobel Prize winning stock. But I'm not, let's test the blade by cutting my thumb stupid. Oh my. Oh, that's what that is. Maybe we do want to try this one then. Yeah, he wasn't even mad at me. It was just the resignation. The resignation of like, oh, well, you're not to be trusted with sharp things. My dad was like, by 9 years old, I had 2 jobs, but yeah, I guess I just can't give you sharp things or else you'll hurt yourself with them. I headbutted a balcony railing to test my reflexes before. I once tried to unwind a copper coil found inside a thermostat with my fingers. I'll let your brain do the rest. I'm trying to think of the most cringy thing I've ever done. Chewing aluminum foil was the one that, like... Like, I immediately go, yep, I remember that. That was... Didn't like that. Hit a filling. Hit a filling. Another one was when I was a kid. I like, this one isn't my fault. My parents didn't realize what the hell was going on either until it was too late. But my parents took me out into the middle of nowhere to see some canyon or some shit. Some dumb nature shit. Some place where there was no Super Nintendo. And as my sister and I are sitting there, I'm in blue jeans. And there was this big pipe that was running through the neighborhood, running through the natural landscape. It was just high enough off the ground that I could, like, sit on it like a horsey. I straddled it. It's a fiberglass pipe. And I was sitting there like, hey, look, it's a horsey, woo! And I stood up and was like, man, everything on the inside of my legs and penis and testicles hurts real bad. And, like, my parents found me with, like, my pants down around my ankles going like, oh, still feels like there's needles in my dick. Wonder what that's all about. And my dad went and touched the pipe and goes, ooh, shit, that is a fiberglass pipe, son. You have little tiny shards of fiberglass all through your legs and thighs and weenus and crunch berries. And I just bow-legged walked back to the car and sat that way until I could go sit in a bath for like hours, waiting for all of those little splinters to like weasel their way out. Oh, Seth, it was bad. I saw somebody march out the electric fence thing. I walked up to an electric fence when I was, I've told this story a million times. I walked up to an electric fence at one point with a BB gun, and to test it, I put the metal barrel on the fence and held the wood part of the gun, the stock, and I woke up on my back about 10 feet away from the fence. And I sat up, and instead of going like, oh shit, that fence is very clearly live, I went, wait, I shouldn't have gotten shocked. I'm holding on to the wooden stock. That doesn't make any sense. I know what I'll do. This time I'll put the wooden stock. It's plastic. It was brown plastic made to look like wood. It didn't even look like wood. It barely looked like wood. It looked like wood the way those little tiny army men look like actual army men. I went, I'll put the wooden stock on the electric fence and hold on to the metal barrel. And so a couple minutes later, I wake up on my back again, 10 feet away from the fence. And at that point, I stood up and went, I'm gonna go back to the car. I just went back to the car, and I just sat there. I didn't know where my dad was. I didn't know where the rest of my family was. Like, I didn't know where my cousins were. I was just like, I don't want to be outdoors anymore. And I just went and sat in the car for like an hour and a half. And my dad comes back and goes, hey, bud, where have you been? And I was like, I want to go home. Oh, shit. What was the stock made out of? Plastic. It was just brown plastic that was vaguely made to look like wood. Let me see if I can find it. We kind of have stopped playing Noita. I'll get back to it. Old BB gun. 80s. No, the one with the pump. Pump BB gun. 90s? 80s? Oh, here it is. Yeah. The Daisy 880? That sounds right. Yeah, this was it. Yeah, wood. Wood, I thought. Convinced myself that was wood. I put the barrel on the fence, Woke up on my back. I turned around, put the barrel in my hands, put this on the fence. Woke up on my back. When I was a kid, I decided to stop my scooter on asphalt with the top of my foot, forgetting I wasn't wearing shoes or socks. That's a fun scar to explain. That made my asshole tickle, reading that out loud. I got electrical immunity. I ain't sweating it. I got all the electrical immunity. That's the only perk I have. Yeah, I loved that BB gun. I freaking adored that BB gun. Pat, what's going on, brother? I saw you come in, but we were mid-sentence about all the dumb shit that I've done in my lifetime, so it took a while to walk through all of it. Screw this. Well, that's not what I needed. As in, is it, as I say, is it coming out, or are you going back to do more work on it? You prick ass! Fine, whatever. It may have been for the best, if I'm being honest with you. I gotta sit here and try to figure all these wands out now. It's an interesting one. Never skip leg day? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Extra perk in every holy mountain. Line me up with all those sweet, sweet immunities, baby. Game 1 still working on. Won't be out for another year or two. Game 2 starts filming Tuesday. No clue on release. Obviously, I'll keep you updated. Hell yeah, dude. That's so exciting. Yeah, Rock Smasher says, I honestly don't understand how I played hockey for 10 years without getting injured, but have managed to hurt myself in all the dumbest ways possible while never getting hurt dancing around on ice wearing knife shoes. Garbage. Mana charge speed's good on that, but I wouldn't be able to do much with it. Is that shuffle? Fuck, that's shuffle though. Maybe I just don't put anything on it except for like concentrated light. Eh. 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 I clearly want to do some fun shit with this. I don't know, chat, bear with me. I'm just kind of fucking around. Trigger into spore any good? We can find out. Trigger into scattered spore? I feel it. Oh, it's not scatter without 3 of them. 1, 2. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. I guess I could do like, well, I wonder if that does anything like noteworthy. If I take that off though, I don't ever have to worry about it running out of mana. Yeah, it ain't nothing. I like that. That kind of, I dig on that. Alright, yeah, I'm in. That'll do. I gotta go to the gym tonight. I meant to go to the gym this morning. I slept through my alarm. Can't help but feel like those things will hurt me if I touch them. That man almost killed me. Now it's got a fast cast delay and it's got a huge mana reserve. But its mana recharge sucks. It's not a whole lot different from this one, it's just worse. Trust that instinct? Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like if I were to eat those things, it would hurt me. Beat the shit out of me. So much murder. I have committed all the murder. Man, these rat bastards. These rat bastards broke this thing of ambrosia. It's a bummer. Oh, that's metal. I can't move. I had a pixel just kind of stick me. I don't think that's better than what I got. I'd have to until I found another until I found another laser. I'd be stuck not getting through metal. Joke's on you, asshole. I mean, I guess I could just hope that I come up with a luminous drill later. A lot of this blue bullshit in the air. Seems like there's more going on here. Maybe something that disappeared before I got to it. Excuse me. Somebody's getting their ass kicked over here. Somebody aggressively got their ass kicked over here. Man, this guy killed all my rats for easy money. I'm only a little on fire. Yeah, we don't often get to use Spore Shot. It's fun just to have a different approach. That little rat bastard's over there somewhere. I was gonna say, Spore Shot, what are you doing? Oh my god. What is going on up there? Oh shit. There we go. I was gonna say Glitch went 250 deep yesterday. Drown, you fucker, drown. Dumb idiot. Holy shit. Dang, he couldn't swim and we looked him in the eye the whole time. I summoned my inner Clementine. Clementival or Cleveltine. One episode of Telltale's The Walking Dead, we absolutely sat there and watched a man drown underneath the ice of a frozen lake because we were determined to save as few of them as we possibly could. We walk into a triple beam, that's ball game. It might be a risk I'm willing to take. Where's make peace with your gods now? I don't have toxic immunity. It's kind of a bummer. It's a good wand. Ah, it's an okay wand, at best. If I'm being honest with myself. So many murdered rats over here. Ouch. So many murdered rats over here. It's just an okay wand. It's a lot of dynamite, I'll give it that. Aaron, what's going on? Yes. Suffer at the hands of my pollen children. What wand you got there? Oh, Jesus! That's interesting, but it doesn't really do a lot of good for me. Kind of feel like I'm working from right to left. Is that the guy who got away? I feel like we backed ourselves into a corner on him more than once. We've been in this general area. Ow. Maybe we'll just go around. That's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom! There we go. That's everything for this side of the map, I think. For the most part. I'm pretty roughed up, but we're surviving. For what it is worth, we are surviving. As long as I'm here. I haven't found a whole lot of health just lying around. It's pretty neat.
Hey man, those are bits.
No audio. All I can hear is best Taffy. It's for the best. That's what I like to call McLaffy Taffy Premium. Killed that man with pollen. Oh, he almost got me. Damn, I am rough up against it. I don't think I'm gonna die on this level, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. Maybe I should go high ground to work my way down. That dude's dead. There's part of him. That's right, that's been Clappy Taffy Plus, where all of my audio is just replaced by Amber giggling at you. All right. Tell my boy I love him. Bye. I don't know that I'm gonna risk my life for gold on this one. I know it's out of character for me. Yeah, it's the pollen spores. Little pollen spores. Drain this little body of water. Kill them with hay fever. If we have to suffer every spring and fall, then they have to suffer every spring and fall. What do I get? Frozen rock. Alright. Whee! Oh my god. Bottleneck. Oh my god, I can't move. Maybe it's time to leave, huh? I'm very nervous right now. Maybe we've explored enough. Good grief. Blood, 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 greed, or extra wand capacity. What are these? Freezing gaze. Light shot. Reroll. I'm thinking reroll as well. I have to pee so bad. Maybe it's time to reroll my bladder. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll throw that up for now. I literally just am gonna pee and run right back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and pause that. Repelling cape. Stains drop at a faster rate when moving. Upon death, respawn with 100 health. Or mournful spirit. Or reroll again. Yeah, I think I'd reroll again too. Boomerang spell sounds terrible. Plague rats? Or extra perk? Extra perk could be cool, although I do like familiars. Plague rats would be fun. I think the smart move is probably extra perk. Plague rats sounds like the fun one, but extra perk sounds like the smart one. So let's just do that. What could I do here? If I do this, I have to be so ridiculously careful. No, why would you put boomerang on with saw blades, you fool? Wand suggestion? Sure. I'll take a wand suggestion. I want to do this. I have to back way up. Goddamn. You can't fire that wand unless you're absolutely sure. You can't fire that wand in a panic. You gotta have a good long chunk of space between you and it. On the no shuffle, squiggle modifier, triple scatter, 3 plasma beams. Squiggle modifier, triple scatter, 3 plasma beams. I feel like that's just gonna murder me. I feel absolutely not safe at all firing this wand. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we need to add a trigger to that because that's low grade terrifying. Do it like that, maybe? won't kill you on fire if that's what you're worried about. I'm fucking terrified of it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, shit! Why no squiggle? That was what you took away?